Okay, boo. So if you have not watched part 1 of me just talking about like my first impressions, talking about what was happening in the pause and things like that, then baby, I need you to start there. Okay, I need you to start there. I'm gonna link it up here so that you can start there, honey, because I need you to be on the same page as I. If it's your first time here, I want to say hello, welcome. I hope this is not going to be your last time stopping by. And if you're coming back, boo, give me some. That's why I fucks with you. I really love Love is Blind. I love the whole theory behind, you know, getting to know a bitch off of their emotions and their intellect and falling in love with those things first, setting those foundations rather than falling off of looks that can fade in a minute. Okay, sex, things of that sort. So I'm all for what they got going on. Now I want to talk about how when they pulled up to the house. Okay, at this point they're living together. Can I just say that I felt like all of them was very cute couples? Like they really do compliment one another, right? I just be like, oh, they're so cute. Like every time I see a clip of, you know, them, somebody holding hands or walking together or doing some things, I'm like, that is so cute. Okay, but let's see how long this gonna last. Okay, that's what happens and plays in the back of my mind after I say, oh, so cute. Because a lot of times what looks to be something normally isn't. We all done been there. Everybody looked like they was very happy when they met and did the whole engagement, like face to face, the first time meeting. Everybody seemed happy. Nobody was giving bad vibes or bad energy or that like they was disappointed. Everybody was feeling each other. Colleen and Matt, they just could not keep their hands off each other, honey. I just knew without them even saying anything that them motherfuckers done had sex. They done laid it down, okay? Probably a few times because the way they kept like just touchy-feely and just, it just gave baby lay me down. Z and Cole. Now remember now I said in the beginning that I was kind of awkward with them and it happened so quick and where did it come from? And then on this episode, they was kind of finding a hard time to be able to connect. The conversation just wasn't there. They was just seeming a little off. Something was a little off, which was a little off in the past too now. I said it. If you watch my first part 1, it just, the connection was just off. So I mean, he's so childish, like pillow fights. He's like, oh, let's pillow fight. I don't know if he gets uncomfortable, so he just, or he want to hear himself speak. So he kind of like makes up, like just says whatever the fuck comes to his mind, like a coping mechanism. Like that's what he do to kind of like when he's nervous or I don't know. Like it was just so weird. Like, yeah, come on, let's have a pull-up. Like, what? How old are we? Matter of fact, how old is he? I can't even remember right now. Is he still on the titty of his mama too, child? Because he was definitely giving me childish like vibes. Now, I don't mind playing. I am one of those ones in relationships, like, we gonna keep it young. We want to be fun. You know, not serious every time, all the time. It's a time and a place. I just felt like some things, it was like she was trying to be serious. She just seemed a little bit more serious, like, than he is. Maybe that's what it was. The fact that he was like, oh, yeah, you definitely look different without your makeup. You don't never tell no woman that. I felt so bad for her. I don't know if he was playing. I want to say, well, at least he was playing. But then again, it didn't seem like he was. Like, was he playing or was he not? Somebody need to tell this man, okay, that it's not okay to tell your woman that you look completely different without your makeup. I just feel like he has his whole comedic way of sense of humor, of doing things. And it's a certain type of sense of humor. Like, you gotta really kind of like that in order to like him. Not for everybody. I could just tell that off real. I remember sis telling, I think it was Colleen or somebody, or she was just opening up saying, or maybe she told it to the camera. I can't really remember, but she was basically saying like, he just rolls out of bed and he don't even acknowledge me. Like, the fuck is you doing? At least say good morning. In the early stages, you acting like this? Like, girl, believe them red flags the first time he show you, okay? So I'm hoping she take heed and realize, okay, yeah. Because this is not going to be the last time she experiences this. She feels like, or she also feels like she's possibly over-analyzing or in her head. Maybe she's an Aquarius, okay, because you know how they be overthinking everything. She just feels like he's not being very communicative. And it's coming off to be a little odd and strange with each other. I do understand as a woman, you want to be loved. You want to feel like you're loved and appreciated and exist. Okay, you want to be acknowledged. You want to be embraced. So I can see exactly where her concerns lies. But she needs to tell him and not be telling the camera and everybody else, you know, and vice versa, because he's telling everybody else instead of telling them. And it always be like that. Like, speak it over with your partner. Because how they know? They only gonna know if you let them know. At the mixer, he did, when they was down there having drinks, child, he did admit that he loved her, but it's different. His problem was, though, he pictured this particular person. He had this whole thing built up together. And the thing is about this type of dating, when you don't see the person, you cannot go and just make up your own because then you will be very disappointed. So the best way to do it is to not even set any type of expectations. Don't even create a picture in your mind, because then I feel like you get turned off when you realize it's not what you thought it was. Does that make sense? He went in it with this whole fantasy world because he's childish. And now it's like, okay, this is not where it's at. This is not working out, baby. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. I love that Bartiz was like, see, that's exactly what I didn't do. I went in with no expectations. I went in with not trying to piece together a specific woman because I didn't want to be disappointed. And see, that was the way. You have to be very open-minded in situations like that. Let's see. We gonna hope that they make it work, but honey, I just don't feel like they're gonna make it. It ain't gonna make it. Alexa and Brandon or whatever his name is, I just feel like they're mixing, they're matching, they seem to be meshing together quite well. He's still giving real feminine energy though. I just don't know about him, so I feel like they're meshing quite well. They haven't really given me any red flags as of yet. What you feel about them? Bartiz and Nancy, honey. Ooh, okay. So it started off so good. This is a couple that cannot keep their hands off one another also, honey. You can't tell me that they ain't done a few times, okay? Because the way they love to kiss, I mean, he just like to grab her face and kiss and kiss and kiss and kiss again. His borderline was giving porn, I ain't gonna lie, but I love the whole future Mrs. bathing suit girl. She came through. She was looking good when she came through with that on. I was like, oh, no wonder why he want to kiss you, honey. Looking all eatable, okay? Their chemistry is definitely a 10 out of 10. I just feel like they're not pretending. I feel like they're really connecting, or at least I did. It was the whole conversation about shit when they was in the tub together, for me, that kind of just was like, what the hell is this girl talking? Like, you killing the vibe. Bartiz was looking like, what? Okay, baby, come and bring it in. Let me kiss you to shut the hell up. I really cannot wait to see about the whole age gap thing because it keeps coming up. She was like, are you going to tell your family that I'm this age? And then he's like, are you going to tell your friends that I'm this age? And it's just like, well, it's really don't give a fuck about what nobody say or how nobody feel about the age. So why does it care? It's about y'all. Why does it matter? It's about y'all. Bringing that up. So I'm thinking like, I don't know how long this is going to last, or if they're going to keep using the age thing, because he ain't going to gain years by keep talking about it. Okay, she ain't gonna get no younger. He ain't gonna get no older by them keep talking about the age thing. She made the choice or the decision. So then let's try to see if it'll work. Honey, let's talk about that mixer though. When they went down, and she was so cute. She's another cutie. They are a wonderful, cute couple. But honey, when they went down and he seen Raven, oh Lord, I just felt like he was having second thoughts. Like he kept saying shit, and it was just like, what the hell is you talking about? And why are you still talking about Raven? They would interview him, and he's immediately talking about Raven. And it was like, well, how you keep talking about Raven? And you got a beautiful Nancy sitting over there waiting on you, even though she was over there eating up all the food, honey, all the snacks, all the drinks. Talking about, yeah, that's what he normally go for when he's out. I think the icing on the cake was when he went back to the room, was telling her this stuff. Okay, first off, attention to the men. Attention. May I have your attention, please? It's one thing to be very honest with a young lady. Okay, it's one thing. We definitely appreciate it. But when you go on and on for hours and hours and hours about the same woman, he asked her, who do you think will not make it work? Just so that he could start talking about Raven again. He went on to Raven about, oh, she's normally the type that I go for. And, you know, and she's, you know, she's just sexy and blah, blah, blah. Nobody ain't teach that man that you cannot be talking about other women like that. I know some women wouldn't care. Like I say, it's not about him talking about the woman. It's how he did it. Like, it was so much emotion and connection and feelings put behind while he was talking about her. And she's just sitting there like this on the bed. You would have thought that would have told him, shut the hell up. Let me shut the hell up, Bartiz. Instead, he used that as more leverage to keep talking. And she just kept on, It almost gave off that he was having second thoughts once he saw her. The fact that he admitted the feelings, honey, I just feel like something is going to happen later on because Raven is kind of having a hard time with SK too, though. We ain't gonna lie. It just came off as like he still liked her, even though he was keeping it real. It was just like you must want her. This man literally said, yeah, I just feel like she's not really connecting with him like that because I was supposed to be her first choice. You know, I was her first choice, but because I ain't want her. What? Where did he get this idea from? I'm still rooting for Bartiz and Nancy because I really like them. SK and Raven. I really do like how slow SK is willing to take or is taking things with Raven. He's kind of allowing her to lead and he follows, which is kind of different approach for Nigerian men. I mean, at least that's just what I think. He's kind of allowing her to do her thing, kind of like allowing her to open up, give her some wiggle room, allow her to loosen up some. You don't see him doing kissing. I don't even think I seen them kiss. Did they kiss? You don't really see him doing no rubbing or being too excessive. He did admit when they had the little mixer as well that they're having a little hard time connecting with one another, okay? This is when Bartiz got his whole idea that she must still want him. They are definitely from different avenues, I think. I think that's what's happening. Again, I still feel like she's there for the money, okay? She's going to try to make it work if she possibly can. I'm going to give them like a 6 out of 10 when it comes to their relationship. I don't know. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. I feel like Raven loves to like boast and brag on herself a lot. And I don't know. Not everybody is into that. I feel like she's expecting him to tap into her world and her energy. Like they did the whole sound bath thing, which I absolutely love, y'all. I felt those vibes coming through the damn TV. When SK had done went to sleep. He's like, what the hell is this shit? She didn't really like it. She's like, oh, you napping too much. Okay. I feel like she might be one of those ones that become submissive, especially if it's something that she really, really wants and like. So we might see her later on start being a little submissive to him, but we gonna see. I just don't know if SK is really gonna be willing to adapt as much as I feel like she's gonna want him to her lifestyle. Colleen and Mark, I just feel like they're so cute. Like I said, they're very, very cute with each other. 10 out of 10. I just want them to work. I feel like they will, but we don't know. We don't know. Only time will tell. Cole mentioning that Colleen is normally his type in the real world kind of got me off guard as well. It's kind of like he starts second guessing himself as well. Honey, did y'all hear about how Zanab or Z, we're going to call her Z, was over there bragging about how many times they done got down? Now, they having a hard time connecting, but they ain't having no problem with sexting. She said 5, 6 times. Honey, I don't know about you, but I'm the type of chick, I don't want to have sex if there's no connection. If the foundation is not there, then I don't want it, honey. Keep the D. I got my rolls. He was like, oh, we're sexting. And then in the same breath, but you know, we're not really connecting much. Y'all definitely connecting very much. Like the chemistry just don't add up. So why even take it there to sexual favors? I don't know, but that's just me. What you think about that? These relationships are quite interesting, sis. Okay, and I can't wait till everything just unfolds. I can't wait till everything comes out. You know, as the season progresses, we get to see exactly what is what, baby. Come down and talk to me in them comments. Like, what you think about some of the things, the points that I made? Did you see it as well when you was watching them episodes? What did I leave out? What are some things that I did not mention, baby, that you saw that needs to be talked about? Baby, come talk to me in them comments. I'll talk back. If you made it to the end of this video, be sure to use this emoji, boo. That's how I'm gonna know it's real. And if you felt them good vibes, be sure to subscribe. Okay, because it's always a good time here. Until next time, later.